Hi guys, hello South Africans. I hope you guys are well. I hope you're good. Um, I just want to take this moment firstly and just show my absolute gratitude to all of you for the love that you've shown me these past couple of days. I mean, I've seen people donate money in my name. I've seen it still going on Twitter. And I just want to say thank you so much. And thank you so much to those who've accepted my apology for the tweets that I wrote a while ago. Um, During that time, it was okay to do those things because that was the nature of how Twitter was, sasquarana all the time. But none of it came from a place of hatred or tribalism. It was merely just teasing each other because that's how we used to do it. Doesn't make it correct, doesn't make it right. And that's why I've issued my apology. Unfortunately, some people have now used that as an opportunity to start creating their own fake tweets and say that I wrote them, etc., etc. I just realized that, if I keep on defending myself against this tweet and that tweet, this one is fake, this one is real, I'm just going to sound like a mad person. So I apologize for the parts that I played in that. And thank you, South Africans, for receiving me so well. Now I'm just going to get into the gist of why I wanted to do this video, because I feel like today is just one of those very sad days where you look at the state of the country and you just don't know who to turn to. South Africa is currently under attack from all parts of the world, if I can put it that way. People are taking videos, they're misinterpreting them, they're saying anything and everything. And I think the worst thing that has happened is that the Ghanaian government has actually written a letter summoning our government. You heard me correct, summoning them because of a video that was trending on social media, and they say that that video amounts to xenophobia. And I'm so disappointed in the South African government, but I don't even know why, because I know that's just how government is. We have like a very, very myopic government. So the government went and had a meeting, etc., etc., and they did not clarify that South Africa has an immigration crisis right now. And to maintain the good relationship that we have with Ghana, they couldn't just say, we apologize if you feel that what is happening is wrong. However, our country has to enforce its laws, because we won't go to Ghana and tell the Ghanaian government what to do. Because in our country, what I saw in that video, nobody was being hit, nobody was being violent, etc., etc. That Ghanaian man was just told, politely so, please, you're not in the country with the correct documents, you're not supposed to be here, and you know this, and he knows it himself. But now why would our government choose to make that man a victim of something that didn't happen? The Minister of Police, an entire Minister of Police, just issued a statement lying, saying that there were attacks on Ghanaians. Where did the attacks happen? Because there's also another video that's happening where in Durban there was an incident of violence where the men who had been part of the march with Ungizwe were violent, which is incorrect, of course, but they were violent with a South African man who was stealing phones at the time when they were walking, stealing from them. That is a person from South Africa. It's not a foreigner. Now the whole world is claiming that man was a foreigner and was being hit for being foreign in South Africa. So guys, I just want to find out from you, do you ever think that we as a country will ever be able to enforce our laws correctly without interference from the rest of the world telling us that when we are enforcing our laws against their citizens who have broken our country's laws, we are the ones that are wrong? Our government has failed to protect us. from criminals. Our government has failed to protect us from illegal miners, people doing drugs. They failed to protect us from people just mushrooming everywhere, opening shops. And if the citizens of the country are saying that they are tired, we also have rights as South Africans. And those rights are also in the Constitution. We are also allowed to enforce our citizens' arrests. We're allowed to do that. But now they keep hiding behind the fact that we're not immigration officers. You've only got 800 immigration officers in the whole country, 800, with a population of 65 million. And that is excluding illegal immigrants. So if you calculate and you do the numbers, 800 immigration officers for a population of, say, 80 million people, let's say that. That means one immigration officer for 1 million people. Does that sound practical to our government? And they keep hiding behind the Constitution that is oppressing the very same South Africans that is supposed to be protecting. So I don't understand. The police are the first people to always say, let's work with the communities to fight crime. When the communities are offering themselves to you as the police to say, we are going to be helping you, you start creating fake stories and succumbing to pressure from things that didn't happen. Because you just can't be a government that has a backbone and stand by its people and tell the truth. And tell the truth, just tell the truth. That's all that we're asking. Tell the rest of the world that you have an immigration crisis. There are millions and millions of people that you don't know who they are that are committing crime in the country, and they're undocumented, walking around. Your prisons are full, and there are buildings that are being hijacked. There are jobs that are mushrooming everywhere, with hundreds and hundreds of people working there who are unknown because they don't have documents, so that people can avoid paying tax and paying them the minimum wage. What is so difficult about saying that your South African children do not have spaces in school because there's foreigners who want to accommodate their own children? What is so difficult about saying that your resources are overstretched, your hospitals, your buildings, your streets, everywhere it's overpopulated because you have people in millions that you don't know? What is so difficult about saying, yes, we appreciate the role that you played and you helped us during the struggle. However, that does not mean you must hold us at ransom and make us not to apply our laws, because then you are no different to the apartheid government. You are a government that is failing your own people because you want to look good to the rest of the world. You can't call all those people from all those African countries and their embassies and tell them that this is the problem that we have. You have too many people who are coming from other countries who are falling apart, whose economies are not sustainable, whose governments are failing them, whose laws from their countries they don't want to abide by, but our country is a free-for-all, and you can no longer take it because your own citizens are suffering. What kind of government is this? And then you have people in South Africa who have the nerve of complaining because they think that they are not as affected as they should be. There are people who are crying because they are runners and they are not able to go and buy certain things for people. We understand your frustration, we know. But at the end of the day, we're not fixing this country just for you, but it's for the future of your own children and your families in future. Because if there's more and more and more illegal immigrants, you can't be more worried about one aspect of it and forget the rest. What about the crime? What if the people that you're trying to protect today are the same people that are going to kill some of your family members and they're never going to be found because we don't know who they are? What if one day your sisters and brothers graduate and they don't find a job because there's jobs being taken over by people we don't know? Yes, fair enough, you are affected right now, by that inconvenience, which we understand is not easy. But please don't try and bash other people's efforts because it's not easy. Our lives are under threat. We get sworn at, we get harassed, we get called names, everything. And we're trying to make South Africa better for you. And our government is not even on our side, which makes it even more difficult. We're fighting a system and all we're asking is for you to understand.